Okay, so Samsung decided that at their booth they're going to blast music everywhere, so none of my audio is usable. You can't hear my voice even though I have a lav mic on the whole time. So anyways, the first thing that they showed was 8K TVs. They had these I want to say 80, 90-inch 8K TVs. They look beautiful, obviously. I mean, it's QLED from Samsung, it's 8K. What's not to love, right? But I'm personally debating whether or not anybody needs these, at all. I get, yes, these are bigger TVs, so maybe having more pixels is kind of important. But, I don't think people really want 90-inch TVs. I may be wrong. I may be in the minority, but I don't think that's really where we're headed, for now at least. And 4K is already beautiful enough as is. From TV viewing distances on large screens, 4K looks magnificent still, especially on QLED or OLED TVs. And so, I don't know, I just don't see the necessity for 8K whatsoever. Now, if it's just a product just for fun, just to be cool, because, 8K, sure, why not? But as a practical item, not quite sure. Speaking of practical items, an actually practical one, the wall. So the wall, as it is so named, is a wall of micro LED panels. So it's not a single large TV or screen or something. It's these small, what Samsung's calling micro LED panels. And so the problem that this is solving is custom size and custom aspect ratio, specifically screens. Because sometimes, especially for commercial applications, the exact size or dimensions of a screen that you need somewhere aren't available. And if they are, they're just ridiculously expensive and you have to import it from wherever, and no one wants to do that. So this is a super easy solution. You just buy a certain amount of these small panels. They fit together seamlessly, seriously, you cannot see the seams. And yeah, so the resolution just depends on how many of them you have. The aspect ratio is completely up to you. You can keep extending them as long as you want. You can make them as tall as you want. Who cares? The size, again, just depends on how many you have. And then, yeah, the real important thing here is that no matter how many you put, they're seamless. You cannot see the difference. It looks like just one giant, of course, it's a Samsung screen. It's a beautiful screen. But yeah, that was very impressive. That was very cool. I think that's going to have a lot of, that's going to be very useful for commercial applications. So the next item actually does have usable audio, so I'm going to turn it over to past me. So here we have Samsung's Notebook 9 pen, which is their new laptop that they've just announced. I do have to say it's got quite a beautiful design, so you guys can see. But its key thing is that it also works with the S Pen, so the same pen that works with the Galaxy Note series also works here on this laptop. Seems to be working quite well. And it also, if you get the Notebook 9 pen version, it has a slot in the laptop to put the pen itself. So the specs aren't anything special. 8th gen Intel processors, low RAM, integrated graphics, that stuff. But for an Ultrabook, it is not a bad option, especially if you're an artist or something. And last but not least, the space-saving monitor. So what do you do if you want a big monitor, 27 or 32 inches, but you just don't have the desk space? You put it on the wall. So the TV and the display and its arm/stand actually kind of hooks onto your table, and then it can lay flat against the wall, but it supports itself. So you can also kind of tilt it and move it around. So if you want to have it kind of at a more traditional monitor space or place or whatever, you can do that. If you want to lay it, right on the table like a laptop screen or something, you can do that. You can even tilt it a bit. It's very flexible with what you can do with it. And then as soon as you want that desk space, you just pick it up and just put it against the wall. And then all of the cables are run inside that arm. There's a little groove for the cables to go through so that there's no issues when it's laying flat against the wall. So yeah, those are some really cool products, some useful, some less useful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my coverage of CES 2019. Follow me on Twitter @SolidStateTweet for all the first updates on absolutely everything, and I'll see you guys very soon.